introduce yourselves to our site visitors.
I'm Chris.
Tim.
Lucky.
I'm Danny.
We're the Griswolds.
Great, well, thank you so much for joining me. I know we have a birthday today, so happy birthday.
It is in fact my birthday. I couldn't think of any better way to spend it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you guys sounded wild over there. It's great. Like, how are you enjoying Firefly?
Amazing. It's blowing our mind. It's pretty cool. We've had a lot of fun so far. The gig that we just played was one of our favourites that we've ever done, so couldn't have asked for anything better.
So, what do you guys enjoy the most about the festival atmosphere?
Some free booze.
I like getting out and checking out bands and meeting people and stuff. It's really fun.
It's one of the perks, just being able to see bands like Outcast and Foo Fighters, anyone on this lineup. It's amazing.
I heard it's like rock and roll summer camp where everybody kind of like comes together and meets back up. And
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I mean, there's so many bands that we're friends with as well playing, so we get to sort of hang out and just have good times.
Absolutely.
In the sunshine, in the summer in America. It's pretty good.
So, I mean, what can you share with me about what you guys are currently working on right now?
I guess we're not really working on any new material at the moment. We're doing a lot of touring, and we're about to drop our first album in August. So we're just kind of working on some film clips and some promo stuff, mostly, and touring.
Lad Mansion.
So can you take me in the recording process for the album for maybe one or two songs in particular and tell me what the mindset was like?
Well, I guess a lot of the songs are written back in Sydney where we live, and then we spent a few months in New York last year and kind of finished off a lot of songs, started some new ones. So it kind of sounds a little bit like there's bits and pieces from both worlds, and there's a lot of great fun stuff, but a little dark age because it was winter in New York.
And the genius of Tony Hoffa.
Yeah,
our
one of
producer.
our
Our
favorite
producer.
producers in the world, and we ended up working with a guy named Tony Hoffa, who's worked with like the Coots and Phoenix and Beck and everyone.
Did he challenge you guys in any way?
Oh yeah.
Big time.
He's a freaky genius. He really is. Like he basically made us rewrite a song about 17 times. This particular chorus for a song called 16 Years is track 1 on the album. It's we rewrote that chorus 17 times just because he was like nah, no good,
better.
fail, sucks.
And we hated him at the time for it, but now we're like, oh cool, the song's better, that's good.
Well, as long as you were happy with the finished product, so that's what matters.
Finished product is
right?
great.
So I'm always fascinated by the songwriting process and what goes into that, because you can evoke an emotion in a listener and make them feel something in a 3 to 4 minute time frame that you have to do that. What goes into that process for you guys?
It's kind of anything and everything, really. Like, I mean, real life experiences, and sometimes not so much at all. Sometimes we just kind of ad-lib just nothing or whatever's on our mind at the time, and it ends up being the lyrics that stay in the song. Or
And sometimes those like sort of ad-lib lyrics for us end up meaning something to someone else. So that's always just, we can never predict that, but sometimes it just happens.
And the mood you're in really helps write the song as well.
I can imagine. I'm sure it's just as therapeutic to you guys when you're writing it as it is to the listeners as well. Are you ever surprised by which songs that fans tend to gravitate towards? You have a feeling about one and then they totally go for another one?
I'm just constantly surprised when anyone likes any song. So, like, that's a bonus. And that's not false modesty, it's incredible. The fact that you can like jump across the other side of the world and there's people singing like lyrics back to you, it's incredible.
someone literally just told me from the crowd that that Mississippi, our song, helped him with a lot of relationship issues. That's fantastic. Like, wow, we're helping people.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we've seen so many changes happen in the music industry, with the biggest one being the uprise of social media, obviously. Which one of the changes has had the biggest effect on you guys as a band?
Probably, social media is a big one. A lot of internet, just basically anything internet-wise was a huge thing for us, coming from an island where back, I don't know what they did back in the 80s or 90s.
I always try and remember that, and I'm like, look at they post. You don't even like to interact with the fan base. It's so easy now to reach like hundreds of thousands of people like immediately.
No idea how INXS did anything or any band that blew up overseas. It's like, I mean, we're so lucky we can just put a song on the internet, and that's pretty much what we did. And people kind of caught on to Mississippi through blogs and social media. It's great. great.
Absolutely. I think it's lifted some of the shroud of mystery around rock and roll, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending.
Yeah, and they can tell us directly whether they like a song or if they don't like a song. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, fill me in on the rest of this summer. Where can we see you guys next?
We're touring at the moment with a band called Gemini Club for another few shows, and then we're touring with another band called Miniature Tigers, who are awesome. Really can't wait to jump on with them, and that's basically all round. So if you look at any of our social media, we've got our tour dates and stuff on there. But yeah, we've got 40 shows or something around the States, so it should be good.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having us.
so much.
Hell yeah.